Hello and welcome to the channel. Now in today's video we're going to be looking at this. It is a brand new controller that I think is perfect for someone who maybe wants to travel and wants something compact to throw in the bag and take around for mobile gaming and gaming on the Nintendo Switch. So stick around as GameSir have absolutely nailed this compact controller, basically taking all that's good from the T4 Pro and condensing it into this small form factor. So if you want to find out if this controller is any good and what you can connect it to, then hit subscribe, sit back as we turn up the lights and put this down on the tech desk and run through all that's good with the T4 Mini from GameSir. Welcome down onto the tech desk. As we said in the introduction, we're going to be looking at this today. This is the T4 Mini controller for the Nintendo Switch, PC, Android, and for the iPhone as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through what you get in the box. We're going to go through the controller. We're going to go through the features. I'm going to tell you how to connect it to the Switch, iPhone, and Android as well. And then we're going to give you overall thoughts of it. So what do you get in the box? Well, here's the box itself, picture of it on the front and a bit of gumph on the back, all about it. That's it really, and then in the box all you're going to get is an instruction manual and a USB Type-C cable. Pretty decent USB Type-C cable, but I never use them. I have one plugged in over there, so I never use these, always keep these for Sunday best. Okay, then once you've got it unboxed, here it is. It's all plastic. It's like this hard shell. It's in two parts, kind of front and the back, and it's both exactly the same material, and it's kind of got this matte feel and look to it. So it's kind of grippy, naturally grippy, without having any other grippy texture to it. And it is translucent, so you can see the LEDs all through there, and we'll talk about the LEDs in a bit. Asymmetrical thumbsticks, D-pad, minus, plus, screenshot home, and then the obligatory turbo button, which a lot of third-party controllers have, and I'll talk about that turbo button in a bit. And then we have X, Y, A, and B. Now, I mentioned in the introduction about it very similar to the T4 Pro. This is a T4 Mini, but what they've done here is they've swapped over the A and B. So in the Pro, the B is there and the A is there. They've swapped that over. It's kind of like to be suited to more to the Nintendo Switch players rather than anyone else. And then on the top, we have our L and R, ZL and ZR, and that's it. Again, there's no kind of paddly buttons here. They've kind of omitted that on the Mini here. Okay, so what we'll go down now is we'll just go over the buttons just to see how they feel. So as I was saying, asymmetrical design and the thumbsticks, these feel really good. I've been playing with this for a while now, and I think these thumbsticks are brilliant. I think they're a perfect size for a controller of this size. So this is like a T4 Mini, so it's designed to be smaller, but the thumbsticks feel fantastic. And as you can see, the D-pad here, it's quite big. They could have made the D-pad smaller for this, but they haven't. They've made it big, and it feels really good. If I've ever had a problem with D-pad, I know about it, but I've never had a problem with this D-pad. But again, it's a personal preference with these, but I think the D is superb. Pretty clicky buttons. These five in the center here, they feel okay. And the right thumbstick is pretty similar to the left one. Yeah, no problems at all. And when you press it in, it has like a nice deep click to it, so it kind of feels quality. And then the X, Y, A and B, they feel great. They feel absolutely fantastic buttons. Never had a problem hitting them. So this is kind of like a Mini. I have adult-sized average hands, and when I was playing with it, I didn't have a problem with any of the buttons. Never once missed any of the buttons when I was playing with it. And then on the top, these are digital, so pretty much as soon as you press that one in, it registers. And similarly with the bumper as well. So there's no kind of analog feel on this. It is digital, bang on. It's a little bit bulbous at the back there to help with the grip. And as I was saying, with my adult-sized average hands, it just feels nice. It's a nice and comfy. For what is a small controller, it is lovely and comfy. So if we talk about some of the features as well, the battery on it, you're going to get around 8 hours play, which is about right for a third-party controller after a couple of hours charge, and you're going to charge it up by sticking a USB Type-C in the top there. If I get my USB Type-C cable, plug it in, and now that's charging, and you can tell that's charging because that is flashing, and then it will stop flashing when it's fully charged. It'll take a couple of hours to charge. It has motion control, which we'll test out in a bit. It has HD rumble, which is also adjustable, but the rumble is only for the Switch and the PC. And also it has turbo, which we'll talk about in a bit. It has two types of turbo, automatic and manual. And as well, we're going to find out if the feature, I have already got it connected to my Nintendo Switch, as you can see. What we're going to do is we turn that off and we're going to see if it wakes up the Switch. So I have already paired it, and the way you pair that is pressing the sync button, and then in a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that on, bang, it's connected, there we go. So it does wake up the Switch, fantastic. As I was quickly saying, to pair it, all you do is you go into controls, go into change grip order, hit the sync, and then it just pairs up, and then that will be it. It will always be remembered on the Switch, no problems there. So while we're on the Switch, what we're going to do is just going to go into our old favourite settings, and we're going to go all the way down to the bottom, controllers and sensors, and then we're just going to do control sticks. So we're going to look at the left control stick. Brilliant. I wouldn't expect drift after only a couple of weeks, so no drift at all. I've had no dead zones at all, and it doesn't seem to be getting stuck on the 8 points there. Like I said, thumbsticks I've had no problems at all. I think these are really, really good. Let's try the right thumbstick as well. Again, I wouldn't expect any drift. Nice and responsive thumbsticks. Now while we're here, we'll just quickly test the turbo. So what you do is to do the turbo, there's two types, there's a manual and automatic. So manual would be you'd have to hold it down, and automatic is it just does it for you. And the way you do that is if I hold down X, there's nothing happening at the moment. So if I'd hold down X and press turbo, there we go, we can see that it's doing that. Okay. Now if I want to do automatic, just hold down X and do it again. And then you can see that it's happening no matter what I do. And then just to cancel it, hold down T and it will vibrate. And then once it's vibrated, there we go. We know that it's cancelled. Now moving on to other devices as well. It will connect to the iPhone, and it will connect to Android, and it will connect to the PC. The PC, you do need to have it via USB, X input or D input. You can swap that between the two if you want to, but it will need to do that. Otherwise, it's wireless for the Switch and these two. And the way you connect it to the iPhone is when you want to load it up, all you do is you hold down B and home until these LEDs start flashing, and then it will pop up on your iPhone as an Xbox controller. Just connect it to that. Similarly with the Android, all you're going to do is you're going to press X and home until that flashes. And then once that's flashing, that'll pop up as a controller, and just connect it via Bluetooth. When I was playing them on the iPhone and Android as well, I noticed no lag. I thought it was just like a normal Bluetooth controller. I thought it was absolutely superb. And with the small form factor, it was perfect just to throw in the bag. So this is 14 centimeters by about 8 centimeters by about 4 centimeters at the widest, and it's around 153 grams. So it's perfect for traveling, perfect for taking away with you, just to stick in your bag. You haven't got a big controller to take with you. If you're gonna be taking this away out and about in a bag, I think it's absolutely spot on. So also, if you've noticed, it also has these LEDs. These LEDs here, they can't be changed, but these LEDs around the rings, they can be. And the way you do that is with this turbo button again. So what you do is you hold down the turbo button and you click the left stick. And once you click it once, it will cycle through all of the colours. Okay, till it gets to multicolour, and then it'll go off, and then it'll start with the colours again. Or if you wanted to do something different, the breathing lights, if you hold down the T and double click, what it does breathing through all of the colours, and then hold down T and double click again. It does breathing of the rainbow colours, and T, double click again, turns it off. Okay, so have whatever you like. I normally have it on the breathing of the multicoloured here. So while we're on the Switch, I'm just going to finally finish off with just a couple of features on this, just to give you kind of like a demonstration of them. So we're in Mario Odyssey, and this is just the easiest way to show you about the motion as well. So if you go into one of these, as you can see the motion, perfect. Never had any problems with the motion at all. So there's 5, there's a rumble, there's off, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so at the moment I've got it off. Okay, so when it's on its top, it really is vibrating. Now I've got to talk about the vibration because I don't think it's HD rumble, but it does feel like it. It really feels like an excellent rumble on this controller. I'm really impressed with it. So if you're looking for a controller that's got decent rumble, this is the one to get. But if you don't like rumble, just turn it off. Fantastic. So there we have it then. That was my look at this, the T4 Mini from GameStart. I'll leave links down below where you can get hold of this. So the build quality's really nice. The buttons work really well. Nice little feature with these. It connects to loads of devices. So your PC, your iPhone, Android, your Switch. Similarly with your Switch Lite as well. So this is kind of like a one for all. Small little controller, throw in your bag, take away with you. Really impressed with this controller. There we have it then. That was my look at this, the T4 Mini from GameStart. If you've got the T4 Pro, I'd be very interested to know your thoughts on that because I think that is a cracking controller and they basically just condensed it into this. I think this is a brilliant controller. Like I said in the introduction, if you just want to throw this in your bag and take it away with you for Switch gaming and mobile game, all in one, I think this is absolutely fantastic. Really good. I'll leave links down below where you can get hold of this. Like I'm saying, it's not out for a few days, but depending on when you're watching this, it's probably already out. So there we go. That's my look then. Please do hit your thumbs up, do subscribe. To the next video. Bye bye.